Hi everyone, this is my final project, and it's the start of a training program for the outbound dock associates within a logistics company. The intention of the training is to optimize the amount of space within a trailer through proper stacking methods. This will in turn help the company do better with the amount of money that they spend on trailers that goes out to deliver product to customers. And by following the proper methodology, associates will lift boxes, stack boxes, and wrap pallets safely, providing a safer work environment for them and whomever ends up unloading these trucks. Due to the nature of the presentation, using software such as Pear Deck, the instructors will have to think critically by putting associates that answer correctly to some of the interactive software, the interactive questions, and some of the pictures that they'll have to draw. They'll have to pair those up with associates that did poorly, and they will eventually interact with each other, as well as the presentation, to mentor each other within the final workshop. The target audience is associates between the ages of 18 and 55 within the logistics company in the south suburbs of Chicago. The three main objectives are going to regard proper lifting, proper pallet stacking, proper pallet wrapping. And because of the way that the training works, I'm going to break my presentation up into these three modules, and within those three, proper lifting, the associates will use proper lifting techniques on the job, and associates will be able to describe the benefits of proper lifting within that module. Within the proper pallet stacking module, associates will be able to use proper stacking techniques on the job, and they'll be able to explain the benefits of proper stacking. And associates will be able to use proper pallet wrapping techniques on the job, and they'll be able to explain the benefits of proper pallet wrapping within the third module. I found that there were multiple ISTE standards that applied to this. They all apply at different areas within the presentation, but overall it's the policies, procedures, the programs themselves will be altered and developed over time, because I, as the instructional designer, will end up handing this to the learning team at the logistic company, and they will in turn have to develop the training material so that it better suits what they gather from the associates that they're with what they comprehend. And finally, I feel like ISTE E7A applies really well, because now with the Pear Deck software, the associates will be able to interact and show how they comprehend the material that they're learning in real time to how fast they're learning it. This is the beginning of my presentation. I'll go through it quickly with you. The first module, proper lifting, is started with a interactive type 1 thing that each associate knows about proper lifting, and from there the instructor will take that information into account when they put associates in with other associates. From there we'll start talking about all the different lifting techniques and how to do it properly, and then we'll show them a quick picture, and they'll be able to circle which lifting technique is appropriate. Immediately following that, they will be shown the correct answer, but during this stage, the instructor will be able to gather which students did or did not comprehend what they had just learned. This is the correct image. This is also the image that I made in assignment 3. This could be used as a job aid that is posted up throughout the facility that the associates will be working in, and they'll be able to recognize this and associate it with what they had learned during their onboarding. The proper lifting benefits. The proper lifting benefits will help the associates understand why it is important to lift properly, to reduce the chances of them getting some of these common injuries, and they'll be able to lift the weight that their body can lift naturally without moving or bending in ways that could end up getting them hurt. From that, we move into Module 2 that talks about proper pallet stacking. Again, they tell us what they already know about pallet stacking, and we can go from there into the T-stacking method, which is essential, just so that they have a prelude into what we're going to be talking about. From there, we talk about the pallet stacking technique, and each part of it, from the very bottom where we introduce the pallet to the area to the very end of the pallet stacking method, where we go no higher than 6 feet tall with the pallet. We go into a short video. This is the one that I created in assignment 4 that talks about not only safe lifting, but also how students will have to build pallets, and it shows them really quickly a visual guide to how to do it correctly. So I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit. It shows them that they got the heavy boxes to go on the bottom, that a visual of what the T method is, and then how the 4 steps that they had just learned in the video could be applied. Following that, we go on the proper pallet stacking benefits. They'll be able to fit more items on a pallet, and they'll create a safer atmosphere because the items will be less likely to fall or tip, and the pallet will be stable while it's being loaded or in transit. From there, they'll be able to tell us and the instructors how they feel about the material, the module that they just learned about, which is pallet stacking, and if they feel like they understand it well, which would be the green circle on the left, or if they feel like they need more information on the right, which is the red circle, and that could be included later on in the development of the training material. Finally, we'll talk about proper pallet wrapping in the last module, and they'll tell us what they already know. We'll teach them what they should know from the base all the way up to the end of it, and why it is important that the pallet goes no higher than 6 feet when it is done being stacked on. From there, we go into a short video that again talks about proper lifting, proper stacking, and then finally proper pallet wrapping. I feel it's important that we keep reinforcing proper lifting followed by proper stacking that could be used by these new associates that are being onboarded. We go into the benefits of proper pallet wrapping, which just reinforces that it'll be safer for the associates, more stable during transit, and it'll be sturdy while they continue to add boxes. This final interaction is meant to help the instructor as well as the other students. So if they'll be able to drag a circle over to which area they understand, whether it be proper lifting, proper pallet stacking, proper pallet wrapping, and what needs to be explained better. And if they understand everything fairly well, then they would put their dot over by the I understand bar. This could be used by the people developing this software to help them improve in certain areas, or it could be used by the instructor to help put people together so that they can learn from each other, and the instructor can learn on which areas to speak slowly about, or to speak which point to speak more to. Finally, the instructor will put the two teams together and list the names of the associates that'll be in Team 1 or Team 2. They'll have to reinforce that this is not about speed, it's about doing it correctly. And they'll have hands-on training with lifting, stacking, and such until they do it correctly. This is the end of the presentation. And from there, I just wanted to say that the idea of taking the culmination of multiple projects and putting it into a final project really helped me in understanding how to put together my project and probably projects in the future, and integrated mediums from past projects and put them into my final video. And I use the job aid from my edited photo that could be used in the facility when they're learning. I'm really excited to see if the implementation of the peer mentoring that was put together through Pear Deck and their instructor will help build the relationships of the associates and will help them comprehend the material better. My big takeaway from this class was that it helped me appreciate how long multimedia has been around and how quickly it developed in its time. I feel that the class helped introduce me to technology in a way that I didn't really know existed before this. Google Plus communities, I had no idea about all the information such as Google Slides. I never knew about Pear Deck before this, and I really grew to enjoy what it's capable of doing. The applications, the scripts, the software that I learned about could be used in my career beyond this class, and I feel like it would be very beneficial to me to show that to other instructional designers, as well as to implement it for the trainers and their trainees. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's a little long, but I feel like I got a lot out of this class, and I hope you enjoyed it all. Thank you.